Welcome guys, I'm HOJ, and in today's video we're going to be doing another best of one standard event. This time with the mono white Lifegain deck that I kind of used on ladder. I made a couple changes to the deck and let's jump in. So first of all, there is going to be in the description of the video here a link for all of the playlists that I have, including this one for all the standard events, one for all the limited, one for previous deck lists of mine, and then also a link for the deck list on moxfield.com and also on untap.gg. You've got the full win rate statistics if you want to check that out. In addition, there's a link there if you would like to subscribe and if you like my content, which would be great. So jumping in, the changes that I made to this deck, if you want to see kind of like the original deep dive, I would check out my mono white Lifegain playlist in the description. But I wanted to add Ademi of the Silkchutes into the deck just because this is a really powerful card. It's fantastic, I noticed in draft, and also just being able to play it flash is great. It's a flyer, and most importantly, it gives the ability to give hexproof and an indestructible to my entire team, which is really great against all of the 4-color control, Jeskai control, blue-white control decks that all run Day of Judgment and Ultima, etc. So for board sweepers, this is really great. So I made room for 3 copies of this card, and then I also wanted to make some room for Enduring Innocence, just because I felt like against some of the bigger control decks, we kind of run out of steam, and having more of an engine where we can draw some cards mid to late game seems pretty good. So Enduring Innocence I brought back into the deck. It's a 2/1 lifelink for 3 mana, and whenever one or more other creature cards or other creatures you control with power 2 or less enters, you draw a card, and it triggers once per turn. This is particularly good with Fountainport because you can play a creature on your turn and then make a token on the opponent's turn and draw a card each turn, which is great. So in order to make room, I ended up cutting 2 copies of Kutzil's Flanker, which is definitely there for the Reanimator decks, which are fantastic and definitely in this format, so I'm not sure if we're able to get away with only running 2 copies, but we're going to try it out. And then I also shaved 2 copies of Sheltered by Ghosts, in addition to cutting the singleton copy of Case of the Uneaten Feast. Part of the reason that I cut Case, even though it is a pretty good card in this deck, is I wanted to get even more out of my land. So I ended up shaving 1 Dalkovan Encampment. This is a great card mid to late game, but in the early draw, it's really clunky not being able to use our mana on time. So I think 1 copy feels a little bit better. And then I did add in a full playset of Lupinflower Village. And I just I don't know how I missed this before, but this hits 16 cards in the deck. So it's literally a 1 in 4 for every card we look at, which is just, so we're almost guaranteed to hit something. We have 4 copies of Healer's Hawk, which is a bird, Sanctifier, which is a rabbit, Lurker Bat, which is a bat, and then also Essence Channeler, which is also a bat. So these are all types that are found via the Lupinflower Village. With this, we can't use this to produce colored mana for casting non-creature spells, so it only taps for white for creatures. But the entire deck is essentially creatures except for 2 copies of Sheltered by Ghosts, so it's a really easy auto-include. Those are kind of the changes. Let's go ahead and jump into the event. Yeah, I've really been liking this deck though. Just, I ran it all the way up through ladder up to Mythic, but I definitely feel like it had some trouble with board wipes, so I think Ademi is going to help with that quite a bit. And I did just do, just earlier today, one of these standard events with this deck, and it did go 6-2, so or 7-2, so I know that it's able to do it. It's a fun deck. It's yeah, I just like it. So hope you guys enjoy it as well. pretty much keep almost any 2-lander unless it's like, you know, 2 colorless land. Have not seen Skittering Kitten much in Constructed. All right, so we've got some of our early enablers with the Healer Hawks and the Ruin-Lurker Bat, and then we're hoping to draw into one of our payoff cards, like one of the Ajani's Pridemates or one of the Essence Channelers, or even the Exemplar Angel. So red-green discard. I wonder if this is a rogue deck? I haven't seen this one before. Some kind of in-web nonsense, maybe? So if he taps out, I guess we can just Sheltered by Ghosts if we really want to, if we're really worried about this card. But he might be holding up like Snakeskin Veil or something like that. Maybe Royal Treatment. He is thinking a lot about his options. Okay, so let's just go for double flyer and yeah, I think I want both flyers here. There's a possibility he plays like a reach creature or something, and then it's kind of annoying, but we always have Sheltered by Ghosts. That would be the only consideration for like playing Zora. Okay, what have you got? Okay, Frenzied Baloth, sure. I was gonna say, if we didn't draw mana here, we get a Sheltered by Ghost, the Baloth. I suppose we could still like Zora plus Sheltered by Ghosts. He's got red open, so it's possible he has burn. So maybe we keep Flanker. All right, he wants to use all of his mana. So I think we try to kill this Baloth. He might have... Ooh, those are good. Do we want both of those? Might want to land. I think we can probably keep both, though. Those seem pretty good. Hopefully he can't like 16 us this turn. Sure. Now we can set up for Sheltered by Ghosts, build up a decent sized channeler. And force him to kind of fight through this. I guess if we're like really worried, we could chump block with Zora on the Wicker Folk and then use the channeler to block the Baloth just to make completely sure that we don't get somehow killed here. I don't think he can 15 us, but let's just be super careful. Does he have like Pyroclasm? Like what's going on here? I mean, Pyroclasm would be pretty good. Gonna need a little more than that. All right, what you got? Just in case he has like kill flying creature, let's spread it out. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, 1-0. But yeah, if you like aggro decks, this is a pretty fun one. It's got pretty good game against the other aggro decks, just all the life gain. The only real time you have some trouble is if like you run into like opposing Sheltered by Ghosts, then it can be a little dicey. But yeah, this hand is great. The encampment is a little bit awkward, but we only have one in the deck. And I think it's probably worth running. There have been a number of times when it's just like awkward turn one. But I think overall, it's worth keeping. Start out with Healer's Hawk. Okay, Reanimator. So we gotta try to draw our Kutzil's Flankers stat. Luckily he doesn't have the board wipe creature in the board, which is nice. But we are very much on a clock here. I think... So we could Channeler here. Yeah, I think we just want to get the clock going so we can Channeler. Yeah, that is the one kind of annoying part, is that if he takes a turn off to just kill it, we are a little bit stuck. So like maybe we were supposed to like play 2 guys last turn and then play it this turn. Would kind of dodge it. Might have been better. Alright, let's play Dalkovan Encampment. And let's get some flyers. If he's got action turn 4, he still needs to fill the yard with the right creatures, but we're in trouble. Now we need to draw one more of our payoff cards. Okay, that is not one of them. And now it's pretty much a race against time. We need Kutzil's flanker ASAP. Okay, he's got his targets, so we're in real trouble. If we push with everyone and we encampment and gain some life, it's not going to matter a whole lot. Yeah, if he's got it, we're pretty much done. Or I guess he just gets back Kavero and then does Kavero, and then we're probably done. It's too bad. Yeah, maybe we don't attack with Lurker Bat and then attack with everything else, then use that to scry. Actually, that might have been better. Like, he'd be at 11, but again, if he does the right thing here, we just lose. I guess he didn't want these coming back, so he needed to take a turn off to do that. And now he doesn't want to kill our board because he wants to kill it with Kavero. Yeah, there it is. We needed flanker. There's enough of this deck in the format that maybe we're supposed to run like a full playset of Kutzil. kind of, I guess, yeah. Can go off as early as turn 4, and it's just a really, if it can get this sort of draw, it's pretty good against us. Yeah, Reanimator is going to be tough without Kutzil. 1-1. I think with how consistent that deck is, it's just probably going to be an automatic full play set that we have to run just for defense. Like, the nice thing about Kutzil's flanker is you still gain life, so it does have good utility in this deck. But it's annoying to suck all those spots in the deck. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. All right, let's attack first to make sure we get the damage in. Just so we can more likely guarantee that Haliya actually goes off. I guess if he has like Lightning Strike or Helix, it doesn't happen. But if he only has like Shock or Burst Lightning, we can get it. Guess we do Haliya first. So we can't like interrupt the chain with Shock. Here I think we probably want Healer's Hawk. Slightly more aggressive. I guess he has the Helix. I suppose this could be, like, Get Lost seems a little bit strange for aggro, so this is probably not Boros Burn. This might just be like Boros tokens or like Boros Control, which is a little bit more rare, but you do see it occasionally. I guess we'll just, I'm a little bit leery now. I kind of almost want to like not play this just in case he's got like Day of Judgment on turn 4. Guess we'll see what he does on this attack. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit here. I feel like he might have Day. I want to see some more cards. Okay, Mardu. So he's probably Control. So we got two lines of play here. We could go for the Exemplar, but into open mana is pretty brutal. Or I think we go for Enduring Innocence into Zora. I like that more because it's a bit more more likely to go off. So let's attack first, see what he does. The other play we could do is like end of turn Fountainport, but that just seems really soft. So let's go for Innocence here. If he has Exile, I suppose it's kind of rough, but this way, even if he kills Zora or wipes, we still at least get our card back. Okay, so he did have the Exile. That's kind of annoying. Does he have Day also? That'd be brutal. Doesn't have Day. Okay. He is holding up another Inevitable Defeat mana, though. So I think we probably go for Pridemate over Exemplar here. Just again, like into open mana is kind of brutal. So let's start there. Maybe it was better to just like Fountainport end of turn, because like I feel like there could be like Ultima or Day here. I'm not really sure. Actually, let's go for Plains so we can use the Lupinflower Village end of turn to go and find another threat. If he goes for Day or Ultima, we definitely want to have action. Yeah, I'm really glad about like the Lupinflower Villages have been amazing too. Like being able to find Essence Channeler is pretty big. I guess if we go Exemplar here, like he would have, I feel like if he had Day, he would have done it last turn. So I feel like he hasn't got it. If we go for Exemplar, he could kill it off the rip, but then we've got Pridemate coming in. Maybe we just like play it slow and go for Channeler. Yeah, I really don't like doing this into open mana. Let's go for Channeler. Let's just play it safe. We also have enough of a board here that we could just push and see what he does. And maybe just start Fountainporting. But again, if he had Day, I feel like he would have done it. Maybe he just wanted to like get a super big Day. This is definitely the turn if he's got it. Consult for 2. Oh, he's digging. He's looking for Ultima. Ultima or Day. So I guess if he gets the Day, we can like do Fountainport into, all right, yeah, whatever we got there. All right, 2 and 1. And the nice thing about this event is it's such a good return on investment. Even if you go 3 and 3, you make your money back. So I just love that. Like if you like Standard, I would be doing Standard events all day long. It's literally 4x if you go 7 and 2. What do we want to do here? Like we could go Ademi end of turn. Could also set up with Pridemate. Seam rip, so maybe he's like blue-white control. I'm not sure. I think I want to just go Pridemate here, and that way like next turn we can Haliya and get the extra benefit. It's a little bit less potentially aggressive, but oh, interesting. Mice enchantments, I think. Yeah, let's just go Haliya for... Actually, we could go Haliya plus Ademi to swing for 4. It's a little bit more aggressive, but we don't have Haliya in play then. I think I'm actually just going to go Haliya for full and then just swing for 3. Like, we're not getting the card draw either way, so we might as well get Haliya on the board. I guess if he goes like Shard Mage, he could get up and like trade here, but I feel like he doesn't want to do that. He wants to go for probably Sheltered by Ghosts. Like they always have Sheltered by Ghosts 100% of the time. Usually 4 copies in hand. Yep, there it is. Never didn't have it. Okay. That is a nice pull. Do we want to do it, or do we want to set up with Ademi? Like, he'll still be able to target our Sheltered by Ghosts, but he won't be able to target our creatures, at least, if we have Ademi active with Hexproof nonsense backup. Could also go just for, like, Enduring Innocence, but I feel like it's a little bit of a weaker play. He probably has Shard Mages here, but I don't think Shard Mage protects, like, the enchantment. The problem is if he has, like, another one, he just completely gets us. So I think we play it slow and go the Ademi route. It's not quite as flashy, but I sort of like having the backup. Also, if he miscalculates, we might just get him here. Ooh, okay. I feel like he's got Shard Mages, so we can just get him. This thing doesn't have first strike, right? No. Here's the Shard Mages, sure. Does that thing give it indestructible? I can't remember. No. Cool story. Okay, now we still can't target that. I guess what we could do is we could use the Sheltered by Ghosts to like take the armor, but I don't think we care. Do we just want to go flanker here for like the Lifegain card draw? I kind of like that play. I think we just go flanker main phase. Like holding on to our Sheltered by Ghosts for as long as humanly possible seems good. Let's get the land going for Exemplar. Now we can push. Does he have another Sheltered by Ghosts? Oh, he's gonna go get one. That makes sense. Serena is actually really good though. Yeah, there it is. Sure. We can't just kill him here, right? We hit him for 12, 13, so we're short of killing him. So I think we hold our Sheltered by Ghosts and just go Exemplar. At least get the card draw going. And then I think, yeah, we offer the trade here. Probably even offer to trade with Haliya. Just because he's low. Does he have another one? Sure. I guess like the best case scenario is like he like doesn't attack and then we can just, yeah, I guess that's never happening. Okay. So now we've got 5 mana. We can warp Haliya, sheltered his Sheltered by Ghosts, because we can't pay for the extra 4 mana for the Aerialist. So I guess let's start there. Warp that in. Get the Essence Channeler going. Now we can... Do we want this on the flanker? I guess no, let's get a big life swing here. And let's see, is it... God, which one is it here? Yeah, okay, he knew what we were doing. Plus we had 13 there, so that was enough. All right, 3-1, quick break. All right, 3-1. I'm curious which kind of decks you guys like running the most. Do you guys like control? Do you like aggro? Love to hear like what are some of your favorite decks or what you've had success with. All right, opening hand looks great. Got stuff to do. Enduring Innocence might be good. I guess we'll find out. All right, up against Dimir midrange. I think we just double spell this turn. I guess we could like Ademi end of turn if we wanted to. I feel like double spelling is just better though. Just getting the setup. Anytime you can double spell, it's usually right, at least in this deck, except against like board wipes and stuff like that. But we know they don't run that. Might be blue-black control, I suppose. Either way, we're happy to get Enduring Innocence out there. You got it. Love that double value. Right, he's looking a lot more like blue-black control. I don't really like exemplaring into open mana. I think I'm going to go with the Ajani into Ademi end of turn play and to see how that plays out. I suppose we actually are supposed to attack first. That's, I guess they could have Enduring Curiosity, so maybe we don't attack. Yeah, I think we wait on attacking here just because Enduring Curiosity is a thing. We don't want to just like eat one of our Sanctifiers. That would feel awkward. Do they have the Curiosity? Ooh. Okay, this is definitely, I feel like, more control. Maybe they go for like turn 5, whatever the board wipe is in black. Yeah, there it is. Deadly Cover-Up. Okay. Guess he gets our Ajani's Pridemates out of there. Yeah. Okay. I think we go Healer's Hawk for the card draw. Exemplar of Light is all well and good, but we're not going to be getting that instant card, which we know and love. So I think I'm just going to go for the card draw here. Okay, I guess we get another one. That works. Enduring Innocence plus Dalkovan Encampment is actually pretty funny. It's too bad. Like in these kind of matchups, I do love the Enduring Innocence, but I feel like with Reanimator, we just have to have that full play set of Kutzil's Flanker, which is kind of less good here, but I think it's just a necessity. Oh, okay, so it's mill. Fine, whatever. All right, let's start off with Sanctifier and see what happens. Okay. Guess we go for it. We've got the Ademi backup, so I'm feeling okay there. They could have a counter, I suppose. Or maybe they just want to set up for another board wipe. Although I think Ademi protects against that too, right? Is the... Hang on a second. This thing doesn't like exile or anything like that, right? No, it's just destroy. Okay. Cool. All right, let's push. Very important to keep this mana up, just for Ademi. What have you got? Strategic Betrayal. Creature they control in their graveyard. Sure. I think we lose Hawk here because Sanctifier is feeling a little better. Although I guess Hawk flies over this reef, but I think it's still just more useful to have the Sanctifier floating around. No thank you. Let's just sack this in response. All right, so now, which one do we want to have go first? I guess let's start with Exemplar. Can we just kill them if we attack here? We attack with 2. That's 5, 7, 9, 10. It is lethal. I feel like it's pretty likely to go through because they only have 1 mana open. And we have 6 mana, so we can start with Channeler and then just go for it anyways, and that feels pretty good. I think they're super dead here. Oh, yeah. That'll work. 4-1. Yeah, Enduring Innocence felt pretty great there, actually. I think you're probably less likely to run into that on ladder instead of the traditional Dimir midrange. But it's out there, just in case. Hand looks great. So I think if we draw another like 1-drop, maybe we just go Haliya next turn because extra cards are always fun. Unless we're just like super thinking we're gonna have to like race them. Okay, I guess we're racing because this I think it's either Simic Aggro or Simic whatever it's called, Omniscience. Either way, it's not good. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 Simic decks out there. Gene Pollinator? I guess we're aggro. Yeah, because I think Beastbinder's an aggro. Alright, so now we go Haliya into Pridemate, and that feels pretty good. Get the card draw. A little bit more life. Ooh, Exemplar. That's nice. Unfortunately, we've got the encampment, so we can't play it next turn unless we natural draw a land. But we're feeling okay here. They probably turn off our channeler, I think. If I were to guess. Ooh, Ouroboros. That is a card. That is a very dangerous magic card. Can we kill them? Let's see. So if we Haliya here, 7, 12, 13. We're threatening lethal. Actually, we can force lethal here. So let's do that. That feels good. So it's force blocks. Thank God. Because Ouroboros is a serious card. So we don't get draw a card here, but still okay with it. And I think Dalkovan Encampment just gets us there, perhaps, depending on what they do. Yeah, Surek's not going to do it. They probably, I guess they turn off Haliya. Sure. Can we kill them? So Channeler is a vanilla 8/8. I guess if we do the Dalkovan play, Pridemate is also an 8/8. So these are both force blocks. They can block the Haliya with the Beastbinder. They go to 6 and they have 2 1/1s. They can block that and block that. So we kill one of their creatures, or 2 creatures actually. It's pretty good. Can we do better? I think we can do better. So I feel like Hinterland Sanctifier plus Channeler maybe? Or maybe plus Flanker, I think probably. This gets us a card. I like 2 spells here. I think double spelling is good. We can do this one at instant speed, which is always fun. And then do we push with Haliya? I don't think so, because they just block with Beastbinder. So maybe we get another Channeler going. Trying to think if we want a flanker here or not, if it matters. I don't think it actually matters. Okay, now we just push like this. We edict 2 of their creatures and get a couple more counters. Sure. I guess we kill Surak and Beastbinder, unless we think they can do something funny with their mana. I don't think they can necessarily. This is probably better. Alright, let's scry. Do we want 5 mana? No. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. Can double spell again if we want to, or go for Exemplar. But I think it's mostly just over. Yeah, I think that turn they played Ouroborid, we had to kill it, otherwise we might have just lost. Because that thing hits so hard. Yeah, that's going to do it. Okay. All right, 5 and 1. Can we get there? Can we do it? For all of the moolah. A little bit of a slow hand, but it'll work. It'll give us an excuse to play this Dalkovan Encampment first. Ooh, never mind. Yeah, I think we just go starting town now. Double starting town is a little rough here, though, for the pain. Like, I was considering running 3 in the deck, and I'm pretty sure that we shouldn't be doing that. For exactly this reason. All right. I think we have to eat something with Ademi. I think that's the play. Like, they can kill it, but we sort of time walk them a little bit. It's gonna hurt. Alternatively, we could play it and then Sheltered by Ghosts next turn if we're taking too much damage. Maybe that's right, but they probably have burn for it, so I think we have to just go for it. Yeah, we're taking so much pain here, it's rough. Do they have the shock? They do. Okay, they've got the shock. They can even buff a creature and do even more damage to us. Yeah, we're definitely on the back foot. Okay. I think we have to just Ademi again here and hope it works out. But we're almost dead now. Okay, so if we take 3 more, we go to 5. They pump 1, we go to 4. Otherwise, if they have, they would need like Helix plus Shock to kill us. I think at this point we have to Shelter by Ghost next turn and just take the damage. So I think we take this and then hope they don't have burn, basically. I think there's, otherwise if we try to block this 1-2, I guess we could eat it and they could kill it. We take 2 more, we go to 6. Next turn we play Haliya, hope it works out. Oh, yeah, I feel like we might have to just, this is tough. think we have to eat one here. Should we go to 7? Man. Maybe we got to Sheltered by Ghosts. I think it's our way out. Like, it's gonna suck if they have any burn. And now they know we've got something, but like, you know, what do you do? So now we go to 4. If they have like double shock, we die. If they have Helix plus shock, we die. That'll work. Yeah. Just a little bit of the slow draw. There are times when the Dalkovan Encampment comes through, but like there are so many times when it has pissed me off to be in my opening hand where I almost don't even want to play with it. Like it literally just, oh, it's so annoying. I think it's because like the early game is so incredibly important in this deck that that's what makes me want to just get rid of it. Like we still have 4 Lupinflower plus 3 Fountainport. So maybe we just cut it. Like it's really good when it's good. It's just when it isn't, it's kind of brutal. Opening hand looks good. What are we up against? It's the real question. Ooh, artifacts. This is a tough matchup. Potentially one of the worst. I guess let's get Channeler going. I don't think it gets better. Yeah, they have, I think, 4 Pinnacle Star Cages and 4 ways to find them, which is completely brutal. Yeah, Repurposing Bay would be the first one. Okay, so now we want to play around getting blown out here, so we just go for Innocence, I think. Because like next turn they just go and get Star Cage and we get blown out. Hopefully we draw a land into Exemplar, which should be pretty good. I guess they could also get like Perilous Nonsense, or whatever it's called, the Banishing Light thingy. But I'm pretty sure they get Star Cage. Yep, there it is. This is such a tough matchup. Authority, yep. Okay, I think we set up for another Star Cage. Assuming they've got it. But let's start with Zora. I don't really like going double hawk here because like we got to get moving, and also getting rid of all of our like potential life gain ways is not a great thing, I don't think. I think we just go for Pridemate. So if they have another like Cryogen Relic, they can go get another Star Cage. Like, at least Enduring Innocence is doing some work here. Okay, I think we just go for Exemplar for the extra card draw. And because it can dodge Star Cage. And they've got the saw blades, sure. Now they can use saw blades to get another star cage. Oh, now they just get the perilous nonsense to get rid of this thing. Oh, I suppose they can get started on synthesizer. That makes sense. They got to win the game at some point. All right, we do want 5 mana here so we can get our extra card draw in. Let's get Ruin-Lurker Bat. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. That was a mistake. I should have done this first. That was a mistake. So this should be a 5/5. Wait, never mind. I don't have the... Never mind. Okay, that doesn't matter. I thought I had the Hinterland whatever in play. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a tough spot here. Clay-fired bricks, and then repurposing Babe, they can use that to turn it into a perilous whatever nonsense to get rid of my Exemplar. Like, it is so hard to win against this stupid deck. Like, we just need, like, Ultima or something. That would be amazing. Yeah, there it is. Perilous Snare, yeah. Okay, I shutting down our engine, I get it. Yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of like, you fool! And now we can win with Exemplar, but they probably have another spring-loaded blade to do the... Oh, they just have that, so they can get another Perilous Snare next turn. That's pretty good. Oh, this deck is such a beating. Sure, whatever. Alright, now... Not forgetting that they do also have access to do another Star Cage. But if they Star Cage, then they're not getting rid of our Exemplar. So I'm okay with that. I think... I guess let's Lupinflower first. See what we find. Sure. I guess now Lurker Bat will do its thing. So we can get a double scry, which is pretty great. The problem is when we play this, they gain 2 life, which is kind of awkward. Yeah, people who do that are annoying. Okay, so I think... Do we want them to gain 2 more life here? Because they're just going to get Perilous Snare to deal with this, so we sort of have to. I think we have to at least get some guys down to make them try to want to get the Star Cage instead. It's definitely not ideal. Then we'll keep 1 in hand just in case. Fountainport is pretty bad. Pridemate is good. Pridemate's actually not that great because they'll have like infinite 7/7s. So maybe I should have tried to go for like an Essence Channeler. I mean, the real answers were probably just screwed, but... Oh my god. Whew. That's a beating. Oh, now they just go get the thing that gives them all haste, and yeah, we're dead. Yeah, Repurposing Bay is a card. The fact that they have literally the equivalent of 8 Star Cages in the deck makes this an almost unwinnable match. So you're going to slow roll it? There it is. Okay. It's funny too because it's like this deck it just completely bends over to Ultima. So like any control list with 1 or 2 copies of Ultima just puts it away. But it does pretty well against our deck. All right, ended up going 5 and 3, so we did make money a little bit. Let's see what we got. It's always fun to open the packs for you guys. Getting pretty close to finishing through the Omenpaths, so that's kind of nice. All right, let's take a look at the stats for the deck, because I'm kind of curious. Okay, these are the stats just for the best of 1 standard events. So it's kind of like bracketed for just the standard events, and then there's like how it did on the ladder. I think it ended up doing about 55% win rate on ladder, but that was before I made a couple changes. But just for the best of 1 standard events, this deck is currently at 68% win rate, 78% win rate on the play, and 60% on the draw. So as you can see, the matchups are pretty good, with the exception of Jeskai Control. Apparently we're just getting smoked 0-3, but the rest of the matches look pretty good, at least at the moment. And I think we took a loss here to Boros, but in general, I'm really happy with it. I think that this deck can really do well for you and make money, or make gems, as it were. But if I were to make changes, let's go back to the list for a minute. I think, just in light of how much Reanimator is around because of how good it is, especially in best of 1, you probably need to increase the flankers to a full play set. If I were to make cuts, I'd probably have to cut the Enduring Innocence, or at least one of them, and maybe shave something else. I don't know what. But I think that having access to a full play set really does help. You can also play at end of turn against control, so it's not just terrible. But it's kind of necessary against like the Raise the Pass decks, all the Reanimator decks that just go off. Flanker really just says no to those decks in a very satisfying way. So yeah, I'd probably cut either the Enduring Innocences or maybe like 1 Enduring Innocence and maybe an Ademi or maybe like a Healer's Hawk or something. I'm not really sure. The Ademis I think are also necessary because of the amount of Day of Judgments flying around. And also just being able to give hexproof and indestructible in case like they have like a really annoying piece of spot removal. It's really good at protecting your Pridemates and your Channelers. I'm going to play more with the deck, but I almost wonder if you shouldn't be running like a full playset of Ademi because it's so good. 3 is probably right because it's legendary, but we'll see. The Lupinflower Villages are completely amazing. I can't believe I missed them before, but you should definitely be running a full playset. They're completely incredible. They look at the top 6 cards, and literally 1/4 of the deck is something that hits. So the Dalkovan Encampment, I have mixed thoughts about. Part of me just wants to kick it out of the deck because every single time that it's been annoying, it's been very annoying in early. I don't know. Maybe keep it, maybe don't. 2 starting towns probably feels right. Fountainports feel good. The land count, I think overall I like at 23. Yeah, that's the deck. So if you like this kind of content, if you want to see more, and if you enjoy my channel, consider subscribing, and we will see you in the next one.